Alright, we are officially live. Just dropped the battery. Alright, so I got smart this time. And now I can reference the audio. You know, because apparently OBS has this monitor feature where you can just turn the audio on so that it will play through the speakers on the computer that I'm streaming from. I wanted to watch the stream back on my other computer just to make sure everything's good. I can actually just check everything here, and it all looks good. Except for the information, which I forgot to update. Let's do that right now. I have to do the tour info. So, the thing with the tour info, it's not the pipe tour anymore. Sunshine to... Oh, that's not good. Alright. This has to be shrunk down. Sunshine tour, it's also the very last day of this tour. So, oh no! And the track info for right now, I'm just gonna clear that. And put it as a blank dash, because we are going to be starting today by doing today's challenge. I have not done that yet, so we're going to be doing that first. And if I need to reference back on the audio at any point... Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn off the monitor for my microphone, because I know that's working perfectly fine. And just so I can listen to the game audio, I'm just going to have my headphones going and play the game's audio through that. I'm gonna move my EcoFlow a little bit so that the charger cord reaches better. And that, of course, also required putting my other computer on the floor for the time being, but hopefully that will be okay. So today we've got the ending of the Sunshine Tour, which I hope is pretty obvious. I just fixed the description up there on the top left. And we're gonna get started with today's challenge, as I mentioned. So, for today's challenge, we're using the Wiggler Bee. Nice. And yeah, you can see I got my new top 100 badge for the Pipe Tour. Hopefully I'm going to be getting another one for this tour as well. I've been doing a lot of grinding. I'll show you where I'm at once I do this challenge. Hopefully I get Giant Banana Friends. I just need more tokens. Yeah, just about what I expected. I don't know, does it really matter? I'm just playing to get a badge for the tour. Oh, I wanted to do that. Will somebody hit that? Nope, there is not enough time. Okay. There we go, I got the badge. I also got some green coins, so I'm gonna take care of that real quick, too. Thank you, Marcus, for the greeting coins. Thank you, Truck Driver, for the greeting coins. Thank you, Pagey, for the greeting coins. Okay. I'm, gonna go here, we're gonna see where we're at for the tour. As of right now, 2,750,938, which is good enough for top 100 for the tour, but I want to see how far I can get. And that's what we're doing today. And I've already grinded out a lot of these tracks, so, it's some really good scores, including Daisy Circuit T with an impressive 79,000, but I've gotten 80,000 on this before. Let me see if maybe some off chance that could possibly happen. I must say I sold this tour short on what it could do for me, because I initially saw that there were a handful of bad tracks on this tour, like Cheap Cheap Lagoon, for example. Then we got to the second half of the tour, and a lot of much better tracks started showing up. Some that are worth at least 80,000 points, if you get really good runs, so the fact that that's the case is actually making up for the fact that there are some abysmal tracks in this tour as well. Alright. I have to stop forgetting to set the track info. And we're gonna start with this, see if I can break the 80k boundary again, because I already have a really good score, but I want to see if I can break 80k. This might be the last tour I can play this track for, so... That's a great start. It's not gonna let me do that. I don't think it'll matter too much. That was a great start. You always want to try and aim for the cones rather than dash panels. I know it seems counterintuitive, but... hitting 3 cones is worth more than hitting 1 dash panel. Throwing shells blind. You want to get that now. And that's what we call a warm-up. I want to try and grind some of the bots out so that it makes it a little bit easier. Oh, I got some experience here still. Alright, we might be on this track for a little bit. Not the cutout. Okay, that actually kind of helped. The mushroom. What? nice. I don't know how much space I have for this. Oh, there's some room. Alright, that was an unintended side effect of that bomb. Honestly, it's kind of funny. With all the attempts I made in this track previously, I would have thought I would have had all the experience out of it by now, but I guess not. Well, I'll get close to finishing it off tonight. Just gonna do that again. Okay, I'm trying to steer to the right and it just doesn't... That was not supposed to go forwards. That was apparently a great choice. If it isn't already known, I probably should make it known. There's a bug with the steering on this track where it doesn't always let you take that shortcut for some reason. Let's do this. Allow me to get through there. And it's really not the best frenzy, but okay. I thought that was my banana too for some reason. It wasn't. I mean, that's an average good score. It's 71,000. For this track, that's okay, but a track where you can get 80,000 because it's a really good T track definitely should be better than that. I'm gonna leave the bots as they are. That's great. Thankfully, I already got the Blue Shell Dodge Challenge completed earlier this week. I'll take care of that particular problem. Yeah, you're not gonna get away with that one. This is a super aggressive way of dealing with that, but that's what the game wanted to give me. Trying to get some more experience here. My shell didn't work. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough time for this before the next... Just have to let it rip. Oh, there we are. Actually, let me through the shortcut this time. Nice. We'll go this way, I need more time. Extra trick, I like that. I'll take it here. I get another coin box frenzy. Never mind. This was looking great for a second. Well, this is looking great, but... And we just couldn't get that last frenzy, and we only have 75,000. Honestly, it might just be Dare going better going to the left instead of staying on the right, because I get a more favorable landing angle. Alright, didn't even need the banana. Now it just wants me through. Oh my god. That was a waste of a ticket. No thank you. Should have saved that ticket. I think I need to grind more bots out. Alright, I'm not gonna let that slide. I need that extra box. I would love to get the points for that cut out myself. And then it gets stolen from me, and then I can't even get an extra time chain because of course it just goes too quick. I almost took too long to roll, and then I couldn't chain it. That was really good. We're already at 110 going into lap 2. Let's go for this side. I think you can see the theme here. It is really easy to get a high action count. Hello and welcome to the stream, The Masked Plays. Sad seeing this game being shut down soon. I agree, because this has been like a really, really important game to me for the last almost 7 years. It's brought me through the pandemic and everything. It's been a huge part of my life. And I've been a daily player since day one, except for like the last few months this year, but yeah. I'm pretty sure anybody who's even remotely enjoyed this game is sad about it shutting down soon. And that is why we're doing what we're doing here. To preserve it forever. And now it's not going to work anymore. Because I had to reset the game to save an item ticket. Horrible aim. Okay, I need to get in there. Of course, you can't block me from doing so. Hold the phone. Maybe I need to release my mini turbo going into it. Maybe that's what's doing it. I'll give that a try. I'll see what happens here. I have a mushroom, but I'm just gonna try. Okay, so I need to have a mini turbo to go in there. Otherwise, I have to disable smart steering, and that'll make me break the combo. If I can avoid that, I would like to. Okay, now my steering doesn't want to work correctly at all for some reason. let's give this a try here. Nope, didn't work. I think maybe just disabling Smart Steering one time will break through that bug, hopefully. I'll do that next race. What the? I want to try to get the high-end characters I like from the Spotlight Shop before the game shuts down. There's a lot, but it's worth trying. Yeah, I'm trying to do that too. I only have one left, by the way. Go ahead and show you real quick. I have to switch this lobby out anyways, because I don't want Meowser screwing with my coin box odds. But you can see I can scroll through everybody here. And I've got almost every single driver in the entire game unlocked. Yukata Daisy's the last one I need. Okay, I was about to say it's better, then there's different coin box driver in here now. It's still gonna mess with my odds. I'm just gonna reset this again. Nice, thank you. Okay, that, I guess, is better. Well, that part of it's not better. I don't want to be starting in last. Somehow even with the Mega Mushroom doesn't let me go through there. Yeah, I have to turn Smart Steering off for that shortcut. Alright, but getting a lot of points off those cones, so that's pretty good. That's an incredibly good lap 1, despite the two frenzies being shell frenzies. Yep, that's working. Getting the extra points off those cones. Well, I suppose that's a pretty good testament to how easy you can get a lot of points on this track. Just got 78,000 from that run. Trying to get to 80,000 though, so trying to get better than that. That was not very good there. Okay, I don't know how that hit. Nope, still not fixed. Well, I've got to go now. It was nice meeting you. Have a good test of your night. Rest. Well, nice to meet you too, the Mass Plays, and have a good rest of your night too. Thank you for tuning in. I just realized the live control panel isn't set properly. Three tokens, let's go! Horrible aim. Should probably just have smart steering off. What the? Did my mini turbo just die? That's an insanely good spot for a box frenzy, though. Yep, trust my instincts. Oh. I thought I needed to turn on smart steering. Somebody broke the cutout for me. I gotta get more hits off of those cones, but sometimes I can only manage 3 if they don't go where I want them to. There's already 75,000. Gotta keep going. Gotta get 80,000 here. Stand shrigs. How the heck did I just get a blooper in first? It's useless. Alright, so how did this open, but they didn't go through it? Didn't hit any extra cones. Oh, I'm done with the experience. Because there wasn't that much left, but there was still some left. I want to get every ounce I can. Okay. It's not a terrible way to start. Several extra cone hits there. Okay, I'm gonna wait till I'm off this ramp before I take it. What? How was that out of bounds? Why was I counted out of bounds there? Oh my god, I'm like almost 130 going into lap 2. That's all 3 of my frenzies. Come on! Hit the cones! Pointless combo drop that didn't need to happen. All we had to do is hit the cones. I don't know how I was counted out of bounds last lap. That makes no sense. I don't know how that counted as out of bounds. It really is not. That was a great run until that combo drop happened because we couldn't hit cones for some reason. It's such a simple concept. Okay, why did that not work? Why did that not work? I was in a mushroom boost. I don't even need to be worried about experience anymore, because now I've grinded the track. It happened again! Okay. So obviously Nintendo had a lot of stuff they still needed to work out with these tracks, and they just never did. Yet again, went to go disable smart steering so I could get through the shortcut correctly, and it gets open for me. Oh, there we go. Can we do that every time? Still not enough. I probably need a lot more actions. I mean, especially getting beyond 200, which is pretty easy to do on this track. The bonus point boost is gonna, expire once going beyond 200 actions, so I need a lot more. I just got pushed through the shortcut. Yeah, it's questionable. I'm not gonna keep going with it. Okay, what happened to our ability to do anything right? Why is my phone not responding right? Okay. Let me stick a red shell. This is not great so far. I don't see a shard redemption for that. I do think they should have fixed whatever bug is causing you to not be able to go through that shortcut sometimes. a trick off of him, because... apparently didn't count the box either, so I had to restart. It's not very good. Bam, shock dodge, I guess. It's not really worth anything in this game. It's not a great lap one anyways. Great start. Okay, wow, I love that we're keeping this energy up. $137 going into lap 2, and you have to get out of my way. Cut out for me, thank you. If I get another coin box, then this might be good enough. Nope. Do I still have my ticket? Nope, I used it. Where's that coin disappear? Because coins don't stay on the ground long enough. I got 79,000, which is what I already have. I'm looking for 80,000. I mean, that was fantastic, but we just couldn't finish it off. Literally one more coin box would have been enough. I mean, that's okay. Yeah, this is not gonna cut it. This is supposed to be only the first track of the night, and we're almost an hour in already. I'm getting really close, several times really close, but I'm just not getting there. Okay, red shell smartness just turned off. What? I don't know how that is physically possible. The cone just keeps sliding up the ramp. It's like gravity doesn't even apply to it. So we're not too early. Not getting good starts anymore. It's like it can hear me. The very next run, I got a coin box frenzy. That was a really good one, too. And we're following up with a single box. That's an incredible start. I'm already at 51 coins. And we're just gonna keep it going? Alright. That's 135 going into lap 2. If we can keep up this energy, I think we will do it. Help. I gotta turn smart steering off. I don't think that was all frenzies. No, it wasn't. Wait, it counted. That's still not enough, somehow. Come on. Then we need more. That was great, but that still wasn't enough. 214. Maybe we need like 230 actions or something to get there. Okay, this is not good. I don't want to be starting in the back like this. I think I just shoved that cone over the thing. Okay. That's already 2 frenzies gone, though. There's our 3rd one. And I think it just didn't count that trick. Alright, we're gonna need all coin boxes from here on out. Which is not happening. I had to finish the race, though, so I can start in a better spot. Much better. I can't go too far to the left, because then it just shoves me away regardless. Not a great lap 1 so far. I mean, I don't think this is good enough that I should continue, so... We're just gonna start again. I don't know what that was. Alright, we took that cone pretty far. And this, of course, gets trashed by that stupid bot. And we're redeeming it? Well, that was not on my list of expectations for us to be able to redeem that. Ah! I feel like this still isn't gonna be enough. This coin's didn't want to... Yeah, still not enough. Those coins didn't go the right way. How much was that? 212, yeah. I think I need at least 230. Horrible starting spot again. I'll take the blooper points. That's pretty good. Well, that brought that round from terrible to okay. And now we're back to bad. And back to okay again. It's still a pretty bad starting spot, but it's a little bit better, I guess. Rocky Reg. I don't know how those didn't hit. That's not great so far. That's a pretty big issue. I don't know why it does that. And here we are again with okay run, but it's still not 80,000, but I used the 80,000 run. That was 189. We really need 230 actions, I think. I'm tired of starting in the back. I was supposed to run into that. I had to restart. Alright, that was really good. That's a pretty good start. Not too bad. I think we can do it. That'll help. Hey, coin box frenzy. Well, that was a good box. We don't get the... Come on. Everything else about this run was right, and then we just can't get the last coin box. I really think that would have done it. Again. Again with that. It's the highest one yet, 79.2. That was with 213. I really need 230 actions. I want that to hit some cones. Alright, that's not a good lap one. Can't take it. Pretty bad so far, too. I need those. Don't know how to feel about this. It's only like 90-something going into lap 2, but can maybe work with it. Never mind. Bug prevented me from getting the shortcut again, so I have to restart again. Okay, now it's finally working, right? Alright, at least we got that fixed. Now I just need a good start. Really didn't think my red shell was gonna do that. Okay, that is not gonna fly. Oh my god! That's a bomb frenzy, a pretty good thing to start with. Pretty far this time, but no. Not getting anything else good. And a bomb frenzy in a coin box. Nope, can't take that. Okay, this is getting incredibly annoying that they keep taking that from me. Not good enough. Yeah, it's letting me go through there now, so... confirm that that's fixed. How is that a drop? Yikes, this is not good anyways. Get out of my way. Surprised the dashers don't just let you boost through that. I really thought they would. How naive me to assume we get nice things in this world. Does that blue shell just die? That's not gonna cut it. Yeah, of course you would do that. How did I get a Mushroom Frenzy in third? There is no way. And the fact that that coin landed on me, too, while I was in the air. It's honestly kind of crazy, but it's not looking very good so far. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Dang it! Yeah, that's not gonna work. I want at least like half of what we need for lap 1, which would be 115. And I've gotten like into the 130s earlier. Oh my god. That was an incredibly good coin box. Did unfortunately drop the combo, but I think that we're doing good. Surprised they counted a trick. Too small to get those. Okay, that's... Nope. Nope, we're falling off. We're falling off. That ruined it. How the heck am I spending over an hour on this track, which should be one of the easiest ones? There's no way that didn't hit. That was supposed to be a great lap 1, and then just isn't because everybody keeps getting in my way. And then when people are out of my way, I get the worst item set possible. I said slightly better. Okay, why did I turn that way? I didn't turn. Oh, the physics are actually stupid. However the heck that ended up happening. That's still not great. I was supposed to be more valuable than that. I can't. I can't deal with the lightning in there. Okay. I think that did count the mini turbo back there at least. Okay. Not too bad so far. Now we're starting to fall off. If a mini turbo into it, I could get one of my coins back, avoid dropping combo. Now my steering wants to completely turn itself off. Yes. Yes, I like this. I like this a lot. This run is a lot good so far. You've gotta go. Okay, now at least the Ultra Mini Turbo's a long extender. And just as always, lap 1, great. Lap 2, trash. We need to sustain the energy we have all of lap 1 through lap 2. Lucio really had to do that, okay. This has to stop. You know, I'm just gonna restart if I see them taking that from me. Should have counted for me. Alright, that's a valid reason to restart. Oh, I would have given it to me, okay. Didn't need to restart there. Just wasted a probably perfectly good attempt. That's unacceptable. That is also unacceptable. I'm going as far to the right as I can, and for some reason it does not want to let me go to the right. You have to get out of my way. Nope. I still don't know why the steering is so bugged there. Should be letting me go back to the right to get the shortcut, and for some reason it just doesn't. It can also make sense that the dash rings could help me boost through the cutout. It's still overall not a great lap one. Getting pushed like that means I can't get the trick there. This has been way too long for this track. I should have been done like almost an hour ago. Okay, really? I was lined up perfectly for that. Why did I not get it? Oh, this is still a great run so far, so... we're just gonna continue with it. Hope nothing else bugs out. Alright, Slipstream is great, because this is a Slipstream cart. Got 110 going into the lap 2, that's pretty good. I'm really surprised that wasn't a combo drop there. Be red, please. Thank you. I need box frenzy. Come on. Come on, box frenzy. No, that's not a box frenzy! Let's see how much this gets me. Maybe. Maybe it'll be enough. I don't know. I really don't know. No! That was something better than a banana frenzy, that I probably would have had it there. That's so stupid. Now I was not supposed to go forwards. Um... 98's okay. It really depends on how the coins fall, if I could get one or not. Safest thing to do is to mini turbo into it to avoid losing combo. Okay, then let's just go right into my own banana. That was not helpful. Okay, well the shock dodge was helpful, just going into my own banana wasn't. Yeah, this is nowhere near enough. $68.5. What am I, a top 1,000 player? Ugh, no. That's behind me. I'm top 100 now. Much better. I should be able to get that Rocky Wrench trick at the start consistently now. Contrary to people's beliefs where I didn't get the trick, that may have actually been beneficial. Can my bombs do something? Okay, it's pretty good so far. I have to be prepared for that possibility. Nope, and it's gonna block me out. Nope. I don't accept that. Once again, great lap 1. Lap 2 is where it gets ruined. Okay, I definitely had the boost from the dash ring going into that. Just doesn't let you do it for some reason. Oh, 5. So if the combo drops because I got shocked. That works. Oh, jeez. That's all I wanted to do. That just glitched on me. Not bad. I don't know how that did not work. Stupid Rocky Wrench. Okay, I don't see how we're gonna get 80 actions from one item box. Even this isn't gonna be enough. We have to get more in advance. I really don't think this is gonna be enough. Yeah, definitely not. I want to aim for 115 on lap 1, so I can get to 230 at least, because that's what I think I need. Oh my god. Well, that's a really good lap 1. Ticket. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, I know he's gonna drop down anyways. Come on, where are the coin box frenzies now? That was unnecessary. What are we doing? Could you give me the greatest lap 1 of the whole session and just fall off like this? Still not enough. Still not enough. I think it was 215, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 214. 214. Still not enough. As close as that is, I still need more. Zero tolerance policy for that. I've spent over an hour and a half on this track. We really should have moved on by now. I'm not joking around anymore. Just give me what I want. I want to move on to other tracks. There's other tracks that I want to do tonight. Okay, that can't work. Actually, one run where both lap 1 and lap 2 are good. Not just lap 1. And now apparently we can't get either. Yeah, it's not gonna cut it. We're getting 4 item boxes per lap. How hard can this be? We should have been done by now. That is not gonna work. This is not going well. You know, at 9:45 when I'm moving on, I don't care. Spending way too long on this. I don't know what we're even doing there. That's no good. Yeah, I like how you think it's funny to waste time. No, it's not. We should have had this run done, like an hour ago. Big gold me. How did we not hit the Rocky Wrench, and why didn't I get a full item set? It's not the best in the world, but this is still decent. And look at that. Lap 2. Fall off again. Why are we losing this energy? I'd rather not get pushed through there like that, because it makes me not get the trick. Heck no, I'm not taking that. It's been almost 2 hours that I've been on this track for. It's not gonna cut it. I am insanely frustrated with this. Oh, just... whoops. Turn landscape because I, like, leaned. There are a lot of red coins with that. This better be the run. Late trick for some reason. I should have waited for that blooper. Most guys are probably happy. When we start with some good runs, or we start with good energy for the run, we just don't sustain it for some reason. Why is that the case? Why don't we sustain it? Or it just starts bad and never improves. Get out of my way! I don't know why I'm continuing this. It's not worth continuing. God damn, I did it again! Can't go too wide. Why did I get nothing from that? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, if the cone's behind me, how are they flying forwards like that? Some of the physics in this game make no sense. Unacceptable lap 1, by the way. It's 9:50 p.m. I have been on this track for almost 2 hours. I should have had an 80k by now. It should have taken more or less like 30 minutes to do that. And somehow, we're still here. Something is not right. Something's broken with the item RNG or something. I don't know how that was worth another box. These rocky wrenches need to stop. It's gonna drop. Okay, somehow didn't. I hit the rocky ridge with the shell. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, this is not good enough. It's just not. I have other tracks I have to do tonight. I'm not even gonna be able to get to them at this rate. Alright, I'm not gonna be starting off with a coin frenzy, so I'm gonna have to ticket that one out. Okay. Stupid. I hate that rocky ledge. Why didn't I get points for that? Okay, you know what? One more try, then I'm done. I am done. I am done with this track. That does not count. That also doesn't count. Yep, that's it. I'm done. We're moving on. I don't care. I wanted 80,000 on that track. Not getting it, clearly. So we're moving on. Our next track's gonna be City Sprint 2 RT, and this happens to be the Coins of Plenty Cup. I wanted to do all of these tracks here. And to start, we're gonna use Coin Box just to do Coins of Plenty, but currently my best score is with Giant Banana, so we're gonna be switching to that later. Especially if this doesn't end up working out. Oh, my bad, I forgot to switch the track info. Hold on, I have to quit out to see what track. Okay. Trying it again. I'm not even using a blooper glider anymore. I'm using a coin glider. I'm still getting bloopers. My onlookers are gonna like throw mushrooms and stuff. You wanna try and get those? So far, pretty bad. Yikes. That's abysmal. This is not working. I have to embrace giant banana. Do we have a banana app? But I can't. I'm still gonna use the coin glider. Because I don't want giant banana frenzies afterwards. Not giant banana frenzies, coin frenzies. The giant banana frenzy is what I want first. Okay, yeah, there's plenty of room here. Give me my giant banana frenzy, you stupid wiggler me suit. That's not a giant banana frenzy. Alright, right up to the glider whip. That's perfect, so... At least it gives me insight on how much space I've got to work with. I can stand a glider this entire section. That's actually pretty cool. So all things considered, if we can get that giant banana frenzy, this will be worth a ton. Alright, that's not working clearly. Trying resetting the lobby because maybe something's wrong with that one for some reason. See if this one's any better. it can happen outside of first place. So there's no need to get all the way up to the front for this. It might actually be better that I stay in like second or third. There might be slightly better odds, and I could get more hits. Okay, what's broken here? Alright, I clearly have to reset the game again. This glider. Hopefully that will fix whatever was the issue. In fact, that shell went sideways. I don't know how that's even possible. Still not working for some reason. Okay, is there something wrong with this track? Is that what's going on here? Maybe. I don't know what the issue is. I should be getting giant banana frenzies. What's going on? I'm not even getting single giant bananas. Something's clearly broken. There we go. It's a lot of tokens. I got another giant banana. Alright, stay in the air. Alright, just stay in the air for a little bit there. Just gonna get rid of that and ticket here. For another giant banana, okay. Now this will allow me to go wide here, because there's extra trick ramps. And of course, the ground's yellow and I can't see my own bananas. Will it respawn me before the box? It will. That might be beneficial. So it might be better if I'm using Lucky 7, but I'm not. Oh, I hit a mushroom. I didn't even realize I did. Wasted red shell. Okay, that's a start. 68.6. I think that's at least better than what I had here, but I could do 75k at least. Based on previous score. Okay. And that's also satisfactory for coins aplenty. I do believe I can do better than that. So we're gonna try again. Whatever RNG issue was in place earlier seems to be fixed now, at least. I don't know what I did to fix it, but... I am gonna actively try for that extra item box now that I know that strategy exists on this track. That's not the right frenzy. Should probably make sure this is actually gonna work. Oh, come... Nope. Maybe I have to go off the other way. Okay, what happens if I do this? Alright, that's not gonna work either. I have to try and nail this down here. No, that won't work. I don't know how I'm supposed to get an extra box there. I'm gonna try going wide. Then we'll offer it this way. Nope, that still didn't work. Alright, we're gonna forget about that then. It's a great start. Yes! Second giant banana frenzy. That's a weak glider. Oh, koi frenzy, koi frenzy, koi frenzy. Okay, okay. Jumped over that mushroom by mistake. Alright, this is it. We're gonna be out here. Oh my god! I think that was 199. I was one action short of 200. Holy crap. Yeah. 199. We got 80,155. That goes to show you how points per action matters just as much as the actual action count. Well, there's another 80k score for the tour. I've got enough to get another token pipe. Give me coins. I want those high-end tickets. Oh, wait, I could get a ticket directly. Come on. Give me something good. Or give me that, which I don't think I'm ever going to use. I want one of these tickets here. Yeah, sometimes things are too good to be true. But an 80k score on a track that at least had 75k potential. That 75k was with level 7 cart and glider, so... yeah, that makes sense. I could do better now. We also got cheap island RT. I think I can also get at least 70,000 here. Got 68,000 with a level 6 glider, so... the thing about this track is I can only use giant bananas, so I'm gonna have to go through that whole thing again. And hopefully get giant banana frenzies and a coin frenzy, just like we did on Sydney Sprint 2. Oh, I forgot to change the thing. Okay. Why is it highlighting it like that? Okay, cheap island RT. Well, at least we have progress. We got 180k score tonight. And we're gonna go through this crap again. At least now I know the NMRG is not broken. I need a giant banana frenzy, though, not just one giant banana. Really need that frenzy. And that's something I'm wondering about this ramp. There's a huge ramp here with all coins across it. I'm wondering how many of these I can get on lap 2, because you can go kind of sideways and get many more coins than you're meant to. I'm wondering how far I can go with that. I guess I'll find out if I can ever get a giant banana frenzy here. Once again, I need a whole frenzy of those, not just one. Come on. That is not what I'm looking for, but you know what? Fine. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen, and it's always killing my runs. I can't keep combo with this. We're just gonna test this out. I can probably get as many as 4, maybe 5 if I get a really good angle, but probably 4 if I do that. And this antenna on the back of my cart received the signal that I want a giant banana frenzy. No, I think that antenna's broken. And we're starting with the coin frenzy again. Another 3 or 4 coins. I'm still not getting a giant banana frenzy, so I'm just gonna try this. I want the gold lunar cruiser because it's a jump boost plus, and on a TRT track, that's kind of the best thing you can do. Okay, just automatically assume that I'm still at bad odds just from one race. I have to give it a few to see how it is. Ah. Again. So if I drift earlier this time, maybe I get a stronger mini. Yep. Waiting for me to use this on. Here we go. Okay, that was not great. Here's the giant banana frenzy I was looking for at the beginning of this race. How am I gonna be able to profit fully off of this? Oh, I know. Oh, it went over the fig. $67.2. I mean, that's an improvement from what we had, but that's not what I'm aiming. And of course, OBS decided to disconnect. That wasn't really the right run anyways. Hello, Sean Luke 1120. Welcome to the stream. We're just doing some Mario Kart Tour grinding tonight. It's the final day of the Sunshine Tour. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Coins aplenty. That's still going on too. Okay, so we got coins from that. That was actually a pretty good amount of coins. I thank the Coin Frenzy for that. Now, what would happen if that Giant Banana Frenzy was the first frenzy instead of the second one? I cannot be starting in a bad spot like that. That's not gonna work. This is fine. Alright, well, I don't need to be in first for a Giant Banana Frenzy, but I can't let people get too far ahead, because I need to get everybody with it. Mario Kart Tour is there going to be Battle Tour? Probably not, assuming that Nintendo doesn't, you know, go back on their choice of ending it at the end of the Anniversary Tour. I thought that was a Giant Banana Frenzy for a second. So I think that the Anniversary Tour this year is going to be the last one, unfortunately. Unless Nintendo somehow changes their mind. Ah, this is not the right banana size. I feel really sad about it. Yes, so do I. I mean, I've been a daily player for years. Worked my way all the way up to the top 100 ranking. Really want to aim for a top 10 in one of these last few tours to make it really worth it. But this has been a major part of my life since 2019, so... yeah, it's gonna be a pretty huge loss. I jumped on the wrong side anyways. I still need a giant banana frenzy, not just one giant banana. That's not gonna be enough. We have to feed all the bots. They need their potassium. I have that game installed on my iPad and App Store until September 29th, 2026. There we go. Alright, I will remember that for the future. Talk about iPads and I get giant banana frenzies. Thank you so much. And a coin frenzy. Let's go down the right side now. I don't think I'll be able to get those coins. Ah, I really want that one at least. It's alright. I already got plenty of actions from the giant banana frenzy. Alright, this should be a 70k run. Why'd that spit back at me? One more mini turbo? Yep. 75.3, I'll take it. Is Mario Kart Tour going offline soon? Yes. Which is pretty unfortunate. I mean, it's been out for almost 7 years, and once it does go offline, that's gonna mark 7 years of the game. Alright. 75.3k, 185 actions. That was pretty good. Alright, we've got one track left. Daisy Cruiser RT, which I don't know as the best track. And as you can see, only 44k, and the best, which I have in the Ranked Cup right now, is 53.8, and once again, Giant Banana is up to play. Yeah, I think I'll use this. I've had it installed on my phone since launch day. I think I actually pre-downloaded it. And I have never gotten rid of it since. Yeah, this track's gonna be significantly worse than the other two. But I got 80k and 75k so far, and that's gonna add up to a pretty hefty 155,000 so far, so... it's a giant banana frenzy. Well, that's a great start. Look at all those giant banana points coming in. When I think there were coins on here. Gotta be careful. The bright ground makes it so much harder to see all the bananas. Another giant banana frenzy. I gotta try and stall here now. Some time for the points to roll in. Alright, 54.2. I think that's actually better than the other track. Other, instance of this track in the tour. I wish they can continue running Mario Kart Tour to keep running, but unfortunately they have to put the app offline. Yeah, I agree. It's super unfortunate, and it's probably just because they can't support it anymore. That was a really good run, and that didn't even take long. And oh, I forgot to change the track name! Track info. AC Cruiser RT. And I'm already done with the track. $54.2K, 161 actions. And I got 99 tokens, which is the maximum you can get per race, so... yeah, I think we're done here. Let's see what that brought the cup score to. 209,000. Pretty good. And for the whole tour... that thing to disappear and get a screenshot of this real quick. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. I had to hit both buttons at once. Yep. 2,784,558. I guess that's where we're gonna be leaving it at for the whole entire tour. Because this is the last day, I don't really have much more time to grind other tracks, especially if they already have good scores. This is really the last cup that I had to do, and I wanted to wait until I would stream today in order to do these tracks, and I'm pretty satisfied with this. That should guarantee me top 100 for this tour as well. So, I'm just gonna go to news here. Gotta find the Sunshine Tour news thing. That should get me this beautiful top 100 Toadette Sailor badge here, which I really want. Why are the shutting down Mario Kart Tour? What is the reason of the shutdown? Probably because it has not been doing as good as it used to, so Nintendo's not getting as much income as they once did with Mario Kart Tour. And they probably deem that, they can't keep it operational if they're not getting enough income, so... that's probably why they're shutting it down. But don't worry, I've heard that some people are working on a single-player version of Mario Kart Tour, specifically Koopa V. Hopefully he has success with that project, and that there will be a way to, get going with that eventually. But yeah, I don't think Nintendo kept making money with Mario Kart Tour. Like, they probably were doing strong early on, because a lot of people were new to the game and they wanted to spend money to get stuff upgraded and stuff, but now that we're almost 7 years in, a lot of people already have all their stuff maxed out, so Nintendo's not going to be making quite as much money anymore, because people just don't have the reason to spend anymore after maxing out their stuff. Like, even me here, I've got quite a few items maxed out, as you can see, even just on this screen here. Go even here, it's even more. So yeah, because people were able to make all their investments already, they don't deem the need to make them anymore. And there's also been several changes over the years, like Nintendo got rid of pipes in favor of the Spotlight Shop. So that probably also helped people to spend a little bit less in terms of, money. And now they have actually closed off every way to spend money on the game. You can no longer buy rubies, and Gold Pass is becoming free for everybody now. They're actually going to be making that change later tonight with the start of the vacation tour. Since I was previously a Gold Pass subscriber, I still have the benefits unlocked. But they... Where do I find that? Right here. If I scroll all the way down, it says no longer being sold. It went downhill. I mean, yeah, in some ways it did. At the same time, it became more free-to-play friendly, which a lot of people were asking for, so that definitely is part of the reason that they just can't support it anymore. And now it's going to be the most free-to-play friendly it has ever been, because you're getting hundreds of free rubies each tour from login bonuses. The Gold Pass is about to be free for everybody. And you get one of these event challenge cards each tour as well. So, just put that like that for now. So yeah, they've done a lot to be more generous, which of course, over time, reduced their income along with the fact that the heavy spenders and all the whales in the game eventually maxed out all their stuff, and when new content stopped getting added, that kind of gave people a reason to stop spending on the game. So, yeah, ever since the anniversary tour in 2023, that's kind of been it. It's been recycled tours since then, and Nintendo was only able to keep that up for so long. Even with the addition of some new content in late 2025 when Mario Kart World came out. But that new content... That's pretty much it, and 4 carts, one of them which I actually maxed out, which has actually been a great investment. The Rainbow Tiny Titan's been really helpful. And of course, Gold Mario being the last thing to be added before then. Gold Mario's also been really, really good. I also have some unpublished content on Mario Kart Tour from years ago that I'm probably going to be putting out soon as well, because well, I want to make a best-of montage just to celebrate how Mario Kart Tour has been over the years, because it has been really a significant part of my life, starting in 2019 when it released. I still remember day one when it actually released, and throughout my school I saw a lot of people playing it, like in my study sessions and everything, because I had study blocks. This was second year of high school, and this was just before the pandemic started. And, yeah, that's when Mario Kart Tour released. It was like September 25th, 2019. I think that's the date of release. And initially I saw a lot of people playing it. And there were also people bragging that they got Pauline, etc. when all I got was Dry Bowser that tour. And I tried to convince a lot of my other friends in school at the time to, get into playing the game, and some of them did. And I did have them on my friends list until they stopped playing shortly after. And then I met a whole lot of other people that actively play the game back then, and this game pulled me through the pandemic, and it pulled me through the rest of high school, and it pulled me through university years. So, yeah, I've been playing it daily for all this time until, like, late 2025, where I started kind of falling off because I was playing 8 Deluxe a lot more. And then early this year as well, same thing, just I was in 8 Deluxe a lot more. So, yeah. Late 2025, I was still doing the rank cups, and I probably should have kept going with that, because it would have helped me save up some more resources so that I could make more investments and better my odds of getting a top 10 tour. And this is what I'm going to be getting here. which, that's pretty good. I already have Gold Koopa level 8, so it's gonna be worth some coins. Speaking of coins, I really still need to get more coins. You know what, I should probably do some token grinding while I'm talking about this. Let me find a good track for that. It's gonna be a giant banana track. Nope, not this one. Daisy Cruiser T, I think that's a pretty good track to grind on. I already got 70,000 on this, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I may do better than that, but I really just want to grind tokens. That's kind of it. Well, I'm sharing my story of how Mario Kart Tour has treated me over the years. And you know what? While I do that, I'm gonna turn off game music. In case I want to make this a separate video and overlay my own music. Snipe! So yeah, I first started playing in 2019, like I mentioned, launch day. And that was back in, like, second year of high school. And, well, I've only just gotten stronger in this game since then, and, well, I used to just be, like, pretty much a nobody in Mario Kart Tour at the beginning, and then became one of the greatest players in the world, no exaggeration. Which took me years to accomplish, but so worth it. So yeah, 2020 rolls around, and the pandemic happens, and it just leaves me with Mario Kart to play the whole time, because can't go anywhere during a pandemic, so Mario Kart Tour became one of the main activities of my life for the following several years. And that's when, you know, Nintendo started making a whole lot of changes to the game, adding more stuff, and yeah, I have some very vivid memories of some great... Let's put track info even though this is token grinding. So very, very vivid memories of some really good runs and pipe pulls as well. Like, I still remember that time that I got Gold King Bomb. It was a very, very exciting night for me. Gold King Bomb, you can see he's actually representing the stream here if you look to your left. He has been my literal favorite driver since that day. In fact, I have some races featured in other videos where Gold King Bomb is the driver of choice. And a handful of those are from before Mii suits became a thing. But anyways, this is what I did in 2020, and pretty much every year since then. Just playing Mario Kart Tour daily, and, you know, upgrading my stuff, grinding things, etc. Trying to complete all the challenges and stuff. 2020 was long before I managed to get on the All Cup ranking leaderboard. Giant banana frenzy. But it was still, you know, a fun time. And it's when I played with the, some streamers back then, too. And a few streamers that I was watching back then, just, to put some names out there, would be Carlos85, Abdallah, because Abdallah used to play Mario Kart Tour, do all these streams and stuff, and give us tips and tricks on how to better our pipe pulling odds and stuff, so... From early through mid-2020, Abdallah and Carlos were streamers that I would frequently watch for Mario Kart Tour content. And, let's see, I've been playing since day one until they added the Spotlight Shop. I still play a little bit. Alright, well, it's good to know. And most people feel sad about shutdown of Mario Kart Tour, which I fully agree with, and there's a lot of people who have been avid Mario Kart Tour players who have made videos on why they are pretty upset with Mario Kart Tour shutting down, and all of their stories on how the game has treated them over the years. Another streamer I would sometimes watch is Kart Life. I don't think that was until at least 2021, though. But 2020, I was frequently watching Abdallah and Carlos. And I also learned a lot over the years. Especially when Mankalor started, doing some of his modding videos. And that taught me a lot about some item limitations and stuff. So it was kind of like really getting to know the game pretty well. And also having fun with pipe pulls and grinding tracks. And I focused on player level a lot more back then too, because right now, it doesn't matter so much anymore since my player level is in the 300s, which is already really good, and it's much harder to grind it now because it goes up slower. But back then, I was all about grinding player level, and I was all about getting whatever I could, because the game was still new, and I wanted to see just how far I could get into it. They were still regularly adding new content, and I always looked forward to the next tour, especially when they announced some really promising things. And that hype kind of died after the 2023 anniversary tour. But through 2020, I still also remember pulling Nabbit from a free pipe. That was really cool. Also, once got Pauline Party Time from a free pipe as well. I still have some of those old videos of pipe pulls that I'm probably gonna be uploading a greatest moments of Mario Kart Tour video sometime soon. And yeah, eventually they did away with pipe pulls and they replaced it with the Spotlight Shop, same as they did away with the login bonuses we used to have and added today's challenge. And there's also multiplayer. To this day, I'm still one of the best in multiplayer in this game as well. I get frequently put with people who have no idea what they're doing, and have a solid maxed out S+9 rank in races. And I still have an S+5 in battles, but battles just aren't... they have a little more RNG to them. But I've done Kart Pro just about every time that it came around while I was playing. And it comes pretty easy to me. Yeah, 2020 through 2022 was more about enjoying the game at a chill pace and all the hype of pipe pulls and new stuff being introduced, etc. And I would play for good scores, but I mainly focused on the rank cups at the time, because that's really all that mattered, so I could get the rewards. And then 2023 and 2024 is when I started making my way up to the All Cup ranking leaderboard. Because I noticed that my ACR scores are starting to get close to the top 1,000 cutoff in 2023, so that's when I really started focusing on the entire tour as a whole, and upgrading whatever I could, because I also started getting more maxed out items at the time as well, so yeah, the Mii suits came around, and that introduced this base points mechanic where the Mii suits have much higher base points than regular drivers. And I stayed on top of getting every Mii suit when I realized that this mechanic could potentially become broken. And that definitely paid off. And I grinded for the tier challenges, etc. I also believe that I subscribed to the Gold Pass in late 2022, and I've been a Gold Pass member since then, and it certainly has helped me get my hands on more stuff. It's been really worth it, because now I got several maxed out items, which is going to help me a lot, especially since I've been focusing on investing in high value items. I don't know how that didn't hit. And yeah, 2023, 2024, I started making enough investments. Okay, Siri just glitched my audio. And I started investing in enough stuff to where I could get scores high enough that I could get on the All Cup ranking leaderboard. And I started only doing it like a few tours, and then it became a regular thing for me, and top 100 became my next goal, which I achieved in 2025 with the Doctor Tour. And that is still one of the greatest tours of my life that I will remember to this day. And now I have the strength of all my lures to consistently get top 100. As you can see by the badge there, that's from the previous tour, the Pipe Tour. So I went from humble beginnings, just enjoying the game casually and making some videos on it in the early stages. In fact, one of my videos was of one of the first ever documented coin box frenzies in this game, because I ended up getting Hakama Mario early in the Tokyo Tour, the OG Tokyo Tour. And that video blew up. It got 48,000 views. And that will still be a memorable moment probably forever. That might be one of the most viewed Mario Kart Tour videos of all time. And I have a feeling once the game ends, any content based on Mario Kart Tour is going to just explode, because people are going to wonder, hey, what was it like when it was out? And I got plenty of Mario Kart Tour videos. Oh yeah, that's it was really just, casual enjoyment in 2019 and the early 2020s, and then 2023 and onward is where I really started aiming for those all-cup ranking placements and became a much more serious player. It's also when I started getting into watching other top players in the world, like DKR, Danny, etc. And I learned a lot from them too. And that helps me to learn new strategies so I could boost my own scores and, better my odds of getting up to the top 100. And I really, really hope that I can make enough investments for one of these tours to be worth a top 10, but that is going to be extremely difficult. I will need at least 3 million and likely even more than that. So that's going to be something that's going to be really hard to do, but I'm hoping for the best. And yeah, it's amazing just how far I've come since the beginning. I thought that shell went forwards, it actually went backwards. Nice bomb. And yeah, Nintendo's changed a lot of things over the years, like, tokens used to not even be a thing in the very, very early days. Oh god. And yes, as was already mentioned, the pipes got cycled out for the Spotlight Shop. And I think that some people really lived for the gambling aspect of the game. Especially considering the Spotlight Shop was considered overpriced. It's like, take your pick. Do you want 45 rubies to get 10 chances at something that you want? Or 100 rubies to guarantee yourself with that item? Which, by the way, is equivalent to 22 pipe pulls. Nice. Well, that was not the banana I just dropped. But I think we'll all remember Mario Kart Tour as a very, very huge part of our lives from 2019 to now. But this was just habit for me in the early 2020s. Coin Frenzy. Of course you would do that. Okay, just froze there for a second. Mushrooms! If I had a giant banana frenzy right now... Okay. That would have been really crazy if I did. Isn't it, isn't it crazy that I can go from just a casual Mario Kart enjoyer that only was starting out in Mario Kart Tour with just, like, very, very few things and very small scores. Like, some of my oldest scores are only 4 digits. And, I can go from that to a top 100 player. Isn't that crazy? And yeah, everything in this game's become lost media forever. Hopefully not forever, because Koopa V is actively working on a single-player version. So I really wish him luck with that. But until further notice, all of this becomes lost media. No! Ah, if I got that sooner, I could have repelled the blooper. Maybe I should do a greater variety of tracks just as a showcase for one last time. And yes, 80,000 on Daisy Circuit RT. I'm aware. I am crazy. I did get that. Let's showcase Daisy Circuit one more time. This will be a throwback to that one video. Oh, blooper frenzy. That looked like it was gonna hit. Yes, that's still bugged. Still love this game. I'm glad you do, and I do too. I think we all do. It's become a very valuable game to us over the years. This is good. It will allow me to go through the cut that somebody else broke. I'm stupid and forgot to... Alright. Coin bars frenzy. The steering is really weird on some parts of this track for some reason. It's another blooper frenzy. Surprised that still worked as well as it did. Oh my god. Holy crap, get me up to the front. That's not gonna work. Wait. Wow, alright. I don't think that's a new best, 74-74-1, but that was a great run. Yeah, my best is 77, which I got earlier this tour, but this is still pretty good. Nice tribute run. And with that, we're gonna do one more token pipe, and then that's gonna do it for tonight, because it's starting to get late and I have to get up tomorrow. Give me something good. That is horrible. That is not good at all. And I'm gonna do one thing, a coin rush too, because I really need those tickets. Alright, Gold Mario, you got this. Nice, 406. Gives me 4,060 coins. Now, which ticket do I get? Let me find the setting so I can turn music back on. I have... My options are this, which I only have 2 of these right now. Or this, which I currently have 30 of. Yeah, I think the choice is pretty obvious. I gotta go with this. I also gotta drive 15,000 distance with the driver wearing earrings, so we're gonna do that too. Just complete that challenge, and then that's gonna be it for tonight. Nice. I did want to show you one other thing with this track. I hope I get to. Ah, dang it. I'll definitely need one more race to complete that challenge. I actually might need 2 more races. And I can't show you. Alright, so... hopefully I'll be able to show you now. That is one strategy for an extra box, an easy one. Yeah, it's gonna give you the wrong items. I probably have to do one more race anyways, but I will attempt to show you. Nice coin frenzy. Nice second coin frenzy. I almost hit those. Here's a second extra box strategy, and this is it. Oh, I got to show you. Was that enough? Yep. Tour complete. So this is where we're ending the tour. 2,784,558 points for the tour, and pretty good rank score too, which I think is going to hold, so... Yep, that's going to do it. Thank you everybody for tuning into the stream. This has been a pretty fun one and frustrating one with Daisy Circuit T earlier. Trying to get an 80,000 score apparently just isn't going to happen, so... And everything was there for it to happen, and it just never happens. And it really should not have been that hard, because there's 4 boxes per lap, and then for some reason it's like... it just does not want to happen. But anyways, that's gonna do it for tonight. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And I will have more stuff coming soon, like I've got more videos promised and everything, so... yeah, hope to see you in those ones too. Until then, keep on carding the Marios, and I will see you in the vacation tour.